Breaking news as well on the search for 8-year-old Sandra Cantu, the missing girl out of Tracy, California, missing a week now. Well, here's the breaking news. The FBI and Tracy police are raiding a mobile home at the park where the 8-year-old had disappeared a week ago. KRON TV had been reporting this, that 10 law enforcement cars pull up to the trailer. One man led away in handcuffs, and an FBI evidence team is also on the scene along with a tow truck. So a lot of developments there. Let's go to our reporter on the scene, Eric Firpo, city editor for the Tracy Press. Eric, you've been covering this since day one. What can you tell us about these new developments at the mobile home?
Well, there were more than a half a dozen FBI and police cars did pull up to base number 43 in the mobile home, and about 15 minutes later they let a guy out and took him away. You know, we had a photographer waiting at the police department thinking we might be able to get a picture of the guy as they took him out of the car, but they never showed up there. So we don't really know where they took him. And but we think we know who it is because it turns out we have photographs of the guy in front of his mobile home, like during a candlelight vigil, and we have a photograph of him, a couple photographs of him during a candlelight vigil, which they've held like pretty much every night.
Okay. So no name mentioned here,
well,
Eric?
We have not published a name yet, and so I can't say, but we're about to upload a story that says what the name is.
Okay. But, Angie, let me get Angie. Angie, have you heard anything about who this person is or any of these new developments?
No, I don't know who the person is. Again, my in-laws live in the mobile home park, and so I just basically know their, residents. I don't know any of the other residents in the mobile home park. Okay.
Well, I'll throw this at you, Eric, and you can confirm or deny that the two names we know of, people, I won't even call them person of interest, but people, their names have been come out in this. A gentleman by the name of Sinclair, Christian Sinclair.
Christian Sinclair, yeah.
And also a Mr. Frank Wohler, and he's the man who admitted that he had kissed Sandra when she was 6 years old. Either of those guys?
It was not either one of those guys.
Okay, not either one of them. So
it wasn't either one of those guys.
Okay.
It was somebody else.
Okay.
44-year-old guy.
44-year-old man. Okay. Do you expect a press conference, Eric? Anything coming down?
Well, there is a 3:30 press conference, and I'm sure they're going to just, talk all about this guy. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
Yeah, exactly. Because
so
Eric,
we're still trying to dig up, because we do have his name, so we're trying to dig up information on him through public records right now.
Because authorities have been waiting for a break. We're talking 1 week now, right, Eric?
Yeah, they thought the T-shirt was their big break, and that turned out to be just a big disappointment.
Okay, real quick, Don, about 30 seconds. Don, what do you make of this when we're hearing all this activity at the mobile home?
Well, I think it's a huge plus. I mean, let's hope the best. But it sounds to me like for them to be using that type of force, Mike, and they're going in there and they've taken somebody out of there and they're really keeping it close to the vest, it tells me that they're probably on to something.
Okay, I want to let everybody know we're going to continue. Eric just mentioned it for us. There's a press conference coming up in just a couple of minutes out of Tracy, California. We're going to stay with it, bring it to you live, as we hope we have some new information on the disappearance of 8-year-old Sandra Cantu. You're watching Prime News on HLN. Stay with us.